But yo, people, this Nate here.
This Kev.
And yo, we are Games Music Life. This is the Games Music Life podcast, episode 167?
I believe so. We're going to go with that.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not editing anything.
Yeah, no. Listen, y'all going to have to just stick through the mess ups.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Y'all part of the ride, too.
Absolutely.
Matter of fact, I blame y'all if we got it wrong.
We got to place blame on somebody.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody got to hold it.
Yeah. Memorial Day, man. What's up?
Hey, man. Chilling out. Sunny day. Man,
Yeah.
we had a nice little cookout over here yesterday.
It was a great time, man.
You put the blessings on that grilled chicken yesterday.
Listen, I'll be honest with you. It was luck.
Yeah,
Okay, a lot of
yeah.
times with chicken and I think with brats too, it's really just a luck thing. You go and you eyeball it. That's why I know I'm at maximum wash levels. When I can I just need the leather slide-ons. That's all I need, and I'll be good to go. But I'm not going to adopt that. You're going to adopt that. You keep saying
bro. I'm telling
you're going to
this
embrace
summer
that.
might be the time, man.
No, it's not.
I might finally be ready, man.
No, it's not, man.
For the
No.
weave leather boys. yeah. You know what I'm saying? My pops got a pair. They was looking real comfortable.
They probably are comfortable.
Looking like a nice utility sandal.
Yeah. Was he on the back of them though? Or did he have them fully on?
No. They were the ones that didn't have the back. They were just slide on. So it was like the woven leather at the front, and then you know what I'm saying, no back, so you just slip on.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, man.
That's dope.
Yeah, he was looking very you know what I'm saying, very professional.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well put together.
I figured out the key to Memorial Weekend a couple years ago. Is like you cook out on a Sunday. That way Monday's just chill.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
just eat on what you cooked on the day before.
Boom.
And you just chill. In our case, we just relaxing today, man. So we record today on a Monday. The art will be up for you guys Monday afternoons, hopefully. Tuesday, it'll be up there if you can make your coffee taste better on an early Tuesday morning.
Always.
But other than that, man, nothing else going on.
Yeah,
just chilling out. So, let's start like we always do. What have we been playing? What have you been playing, bro?
Nothing but that 2K, man.
2K still.
Yeah, man. Listen, pack odds. I don't know, man. They've been wavering a little bit. Sometimes they teeter in my favor. Most of the time, not though. Finally pulled that Galaxy Opal David Robinson. That was the card I wanted out of that pack. So I was first box, got it out as soon as they dropped.
Yeah, I remember you sent me the video or the picture of that. That was like the second or third pack in the first box.
Yeah, because you would just send me a message like, I want that Galaxy Opal D Rose.
Yeah.
And I was like, boom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I still ain't got D Rose yet though, but I really don't even want D Rose.
Really?
Yeah.
You could get him if you wanted though.
I could buy him if I wanted him, but I don't have any use for that card really.
The point guard Galaxy Opals, I think, because especially with the Ben Simmons that came out.
Once Ben Simmons came, that kind of changed it.
Yeah, and I think I do, now I'm going through it, I do want to complete that set. I bought a couple cards. I need Luka, and I need Trae Young still. I still need the Galaxy Opals.
I can't understand why that Luka is so expensive. Like, it's a cool card, but it's not that good. Trae Young's a better card.
I think it's just Luka. Because remember the Luka Doncic that came out, the pink diamond one was real expensive.
Yeah, it's got the hype, but that one was expensive because it had a, what do they call those things, man? The dynamic duo. With Kristaps.
Well, Kristaps, okay.
Yeah, and that moved Kristaps up to diamond for that. But now we got the Kristaps diamond card anyway, so it's like, who cares?
Right. Dang, so you haven't got the Galaxy Opal Derrick Rose.
I haven't. I probably won't, man. I'll probably skip it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I think that when they get away from completing the sets and you get a special card, I think that's where it kind of waters down the actual collecting part of it. Because I want to collect them all for that reason. Like, because even a Galaxy Opal Oscar Robertson was a pretty dope card too.
No, that card was trash.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's upsetting.
That was back when Pink Diamond Mellow was still stupid expensive.
Bro, that card, to see it now at $80,000, I'm like, I don't even want it no more. But I do need to pick it up because it's a beast card.
Yeah.
It's a beast card. I just like that. That Denver Nugget Carmelo Anthony was probably the best one. I mean, although his time he was in New York was pretty dope too, but nobody flourishes in New York.
Amethyst they just dropped and nothing.
That was hurtful.
Yeah,
it's a dope looking card.
Yeah,
but he was washed. You can see it in his eyes. You can see it in his eyes. Although it was New York Nick Mello, but that was like sacrificing Mello.
That was Henny Mello.
Yeah, that was Henny Mello.
That was Bodega Mello.
Yeah, that was the where he told the reporter, they was like, "You and Lala married," and he was like, "She married."
Hey, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
sometimes it's understood. Now, hey, listen, I bet he changing up his tune now.
Yeah, man. He's trying to get, he had that different part of life, man. He's trying to, shackle up and chill out, man.
Yeah, hey, man, and you know what I'm saying? Lala stock, not too bad.
Well, she was on Power, man. But she wanted to stay there and do her acting career. Mm-hmm. And she had,
you know what I'm saying? He saw them scenes with Tommy, man. He saw things to come. He was like, yo, no. Yeah, no.
There's no way I could sit on the sideline. Like, I mean, that's why I know I couldn't be the husband of an actress. Because I'm in like, imagine being Holly Berry's husband in the Monster Ball scene. Come on,
or D Wade,
right? Yeah, me and Billy Bob gonna have smoke. Like, bro, I saw you.
Yeah, I saw you. I saw what you was doing, man.
I saw what you was doing, man. Everything all right? You know what I mean? Billy Bob, you last scene he acted in. For real. But I'm still but 2K. Besides 2K, what else you playing?
That's it, man.
That's
I don't
it?
think I've been playing any other games. Yeah,
Really?
I haven't turned Division back on, man. Once I found that you hadn't done the raid yet, I was like, well, I'll wait till bro do the raid.
I mean, the thing was, we're supposed to do it. This is what, tonight or tomorrow, because everyone's trying to get their gear sets together.
Okay.
Getting those knee pads.
My gear set ready, man. I can run it solo, but I'll wait for y'all. You know what I mean? Listen, I'll go out there butt naked and get it done with nothing but a throwing knife.
They will shoot you in your fingernails. Let's see, what have I been playing? As you see, you came in today, I was playing a little bit of 2K.
Yeah.
I started playing, I rock a lot of emulation. I started playing Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Yeah.
It was a game that actually came out. It was actually not DLC. It was a downloadable game. It wasn't even a physical copy came out for the Xbox 360. And it takes you back in the ode of River City Ransom for the Nintendo, if you ever played that.
Okay.
And it kind of was a side scroller, beat 'em up, but it was just a fun game. I was like, just on a whim, I'm going to install it because it's very hard to do. It's actually a PS3 emulator I found. And I've been playing the heck out of that. A little bit of Destiny, a little bit of that. And then I fired up Division to get my gear sets together. But other than that, nothing really, dedicated towards it. But 2K has been cool, man. I've been trying to complete some of the sets, but I've been trying to sell some of my old stuff. And then also just busting packs. I can't pull a Galaxy Opal to save my life.
Man, it takes a lot of packs before you're gonna pack any of those.
I don't buy that, Kev.
Even I don't get pink diamonds anymore, man. It's like Galaxy Opal or bust now for me,
bro. But you pulled like 3 Galaxy Opals.
Yeah,
yeah. Well, that's upsetting, bro. Like, it is for real. Like,
actually, okay, yeah. Because I got, yeah.
That David Robinson, I got to get that one.
Yeah.
When you said he hurt somebody.
Yeah, he ended. I think it was Kemba. I think he ended his career. Seriously, like I looked up I looked at the player stats afterwards. It was like injured career.
Really?
Yeah. So he killed the man. He killed the man.
So how does that work when you play the game though? Is he still in the game?
Yeah, he's still in the game. I don't know why it just said he was injured for his career, but it was.
I've never seen an injury in 2K.
They wanted you to know. Really?
Nah.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Knock on wood. Yeah.
Yeah. Why do you think you get those injury cards?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. So you can heal your players or whatever. But man.
How do you fix a player with his career though? There's no career card.
Yeah, I guess you got to just discard and buy him again.
He's just dead.
Yeah, he's just dead. That was the first time I've ever seen that. Actually, no, I've seen that before. I've seen it once with Anthony Davis years ago.
Well, that's fitting.
Yeah, it was like career.
Yeah,
he got injured, done for career.
Anthony Davis, I can understand it. He's paper thin, man.
Hey, man.
That's what all this hype is going about. Everybody trying to get Anthony Davis. Don't get me wrong. He could push your team over, but he also could miss a whole year from like a broken, flap on his finger or something. Like that's that's always been my thing with him is like I don't believe he is I don't know. I just don't think he's ready to be a super duper star.
He doesn't pass the durability test for you.
No, he don't pass Deer's eye test.
Yeah.
But no, that's it, man. Ain't nothing else really going on gaming news. We'll talk about it a little bit later. Everybody's holding a lot of stuff up for E3, so we're gonna get into our E3 predictions.
Are you excited about E3?
No.
Wow.
And the reason why is because it just seems like it done jumped the shark, or a lot of people are just doing their own thing. I mean, Sony does their own thing at the end of the year with PSX and beginning of the year too, for that matter. Nintendo always mails it in. They do a Nintendo Direct, which has been their theme for the last 5 or 6 years. Actually, they don't even have anything there. And then Microsoft is the only one that's really putting all this money into it. You know. And then once E3 went from a trade show to actually open to the public, I just looked at it like it was kind of corny. You know what I mean? Like I like the best seat to go to E3 is really at the crib.
Yeah.
Just watch it at home and just enjoy it. I mean, I used to take the day off and watch some of the press conferences and stuff, but now they're all on Sunday afternoon, so you don't have to take a day off.
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
So I don't know about what's going to come about this year. I mean, the games that we have heard, with the internet being how it is, though, bro, we hear everything before it comes out.
Only thing I've really heard about is new Halo, and but we've known about that for at least a year now,
I mean, because like you think about it, what else does Microsoft have in a tuck that they can do? Yeah. It has to be a new Halo or a new Gears of War. I mean, that's the only thing that their titles that they have.
They got to drop something.
They have to. They got to get a new IP.
I'm saying something has to drop at E3.
Yeah, something right. You can't come out with like an anniversary super duper gold plated edition of Halo and expect. I mean, you're gonna have some people that are gonna be happy about it,
but that's not bringing in new buyers.
Absolutely not. And that's why I wonder, like, if Microsoft, if they care about having new buy-ins, or is it just trying to maintain that the people they have now? Because I mean, for instance, like all jokes aside, you being a Sony guy, but you also own a Microsoft. I mean, you actually own a One X, right?
Yeah.
what could come out that you could potentially? It has to be something new, right? Like something. It can't be nothing that has already been rekindled. Like it can't. Nintendo already has that market with the rekindling of games.
True.
So what else could Microsoft do other than having a new IP come out?
Man, yeah, I guess that's really
You know
about
what I
it,
mean?
man. Yeah, they do. You know, I've been saying for years they ain't got no games.
Yeah.
They need games.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, Halo, I ain't buying that.
Yeah.
And Gears of War, probably ain't buying that neither. So
I feel you. The last Gears, it was so forgettable.
Where's Cyberpunk?
Cyberpunk's coming. I mean, we know that's coming, but
we know that's just like last year.
I know. But the thing about Cyberpunk, though, I'll be honest with you, bro. I know nothing about it, but people were like geeked about it. I think it was more so just the Microsoft hype. They were just happy Microsoft got some sort of a win.
Yeah.
So they're like, okay, this is gonna be good. Yeah, and it could come out and be a dud. Because like the thing about it is, the name I guess is something. It's a remake of something that came out before, but it ain't like you have a developer that we know, like Kojima's putting out Death Stranding.
Right.
We know that's gonna be a good game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Metal Gear Solid 5 could have been a good game if he stayed on it.
Yeah.
It had all
pay the man.
Yeah, pay the man or under he got that Steve Harvey treatment. You know what I mean? They got him up out of there.
Oh man, poor Steve, man.
Oh man.
What do you think is going on there, man?
Something's going on, Kevin.
Like when do we get the scandals coming out? Or is it just like or were they just sick of him, man?
I think what it was he couldn't be black people don't relate to him anymore, and they were like, "You're no use to us now," you know.
Yeah, I think that they heard his comments about rest, and they were like, "You know what, Steve, you're right. We've been overworking you, buddy, and so now we're gonna let you get some rest.
You take all the rest you need."
Yeah, man. You know it's not right. Everybody 8 hours at least.
8 hours.
Okay, yeah.
No, I don't know, bro. I don't know what it is weird. I don't know if we will get the full story. If he's owed money, he will let the story out. So that's the only thing we can hope for is that we get it that way. But yeah, they're wiping him from the archives.
Yeah, man. But but the thing is, it wasn't like it was a sudden swoop in that he got fired. It was like we're just not renewing anything that you do here.
But they're replacing him with people though.
Yeah,
it's not like the shows are canceling. They're keeping the shows going.
We're just not renewing your.
We're just not renewing you.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we'll ever get the full answers to why
they were sick of it.
I mean, all he could do is do like Kojima did, man. Just go make some more products better.
I don't think so, man.
I don't think Steve Harvey has it.
If they keep the Steve Harvey show and Steve Harvey isn't on it, no, that's cold blooded. I
told you yesterday what it was, man. Pusha T did it. When Pusha T put that line in talking about his dad, Drake's daddy was wearing those Steve Harvey suits. That's when all the plant was seated right there. They was like, hold up, hold on, Steve Harvey's not hot. And they got him up out of there, man.
Oh man,
you know,
blame Drizzy.
We gotta blame Drake, man. We'll get into him too. I got some words not words, but I'm a little tight about.
Yeah, we got things to talk about.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Man, I'm still trying to think of E3. Like E3, I think is dead.
Yeah,
that's my prediction. Like that's my prediction. I'm going on file with is that E3 is absolutely finished. Microsoft, this might be the end for you because it's like two dead things. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and
combining.
That's the thing too. Is like they kind of were like holding on, like this was the last thing we had. But Xbox has a thing at the end of the year too that they could have done. I forget what it's called, but they could have put all their things into that and just said, no, we're not going. I mean, like see the writing on the wall.
They needed that time with just those eyes on them, like so that really helps. And that's something they didn't have to promote. You know, just out there.
Then that means they're gonna have to go ahead and let it all out, like let the gun bust. This
E3,
much, man. They got to. If they don't have it this year, then
their next gen is ready. xCloud may be ready, I guess.
But then, with the story we had last week, we talked about with Microsoft and Sony kind of banding together.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, to improve AI and cloud services or whatever.
Yeah,
maybe they could talk about that. But if they do talk about it, it's going hand in hand with Sony anyway, because Sony wins. Yeah, so Sony wins because they're partnering with Microsoft. Which is weird because why are they partnering?
So that way they can, be set for the imminent Sony buyout.
Oh wow!
Yeah, if Sony go ahead and just buy Microsoft, and
I gotta be honest with you, I never thought about that.
Yeah,
that might. I don't think it'd be well.
I think it'd be a good thing, especially since Google's throwing their hat in.
Well, if Google comes in, then they would have a viable opponent. Yeah. I just don't want it to be one console. Although Nintendo will come out and do what they do, from time to time. With their one-offs as far as games that come out, but I don't want it to be just one powerhouse gaming system because then they could just throw BS at us and we have to buy it.
Well, see, I ain't gonna lie, this is something that's got me a little excited about this xCloud or Project xCloud or whatever. It's I guess what they were saying is that now we're going to kind of take away the need for a console at all. So it's like, you won't need discs, even though I'm a big fan of having a physical copy, even though it's just like a keygen at this point. But I'm a big fan of having a physical copy, but you won't need that anymore. Everything will be just cloud based, and you'll be able to play from any device. So like, instead of actually having to buy an Xbox, you'll just play directly from your TV. It'll be something that's already built in, or you can play on your phone. Like if I could update my auctions on my phone right now, like that would be a godsend. You know what I'm saying? Play on your iPad or just kind of keep you connected in that way. So if you can deliver AAA titles and they look as fluent or as good as they have on the consoles have up to this point, I'm with that. But I still don't trust it. I don't think that the internet that we have here in America is really built to handle that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
I'm
with it too. But like that was Microsoft's thing for the longest. Remember they teased it, and I want to say it was E3 almost 2 years ago, where they had your phone and your iPad, all those things you're playing on your Xbox, you just take it with you. Kind of like trying to put a stake in Nintendo Switch, I think, because the Switch was always their thing. You could take your games with you. But then it makes it confusing on why would they let Sony in if that's always been their thing for the last couple of years.
Hey man, that is kind of tough, But I think that it's just preparing for the buyout, because I mean, I think at this point it's like, well, if Xbox isn't manufacturing hardware at this point, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? We might as well just instead of being Xbox, let's just be Microsoft and sell our services to these different, you know what I'm saying, these different companies.
Yeah, you get the ads on all the computer websites, and it was like they were selling Xbox Ones for like $159.
Still too much, man.
You think it's too much?
Yeah,
$99.99.
Yeah. Maybe less than that, man. Maybe like $30.
You stupid.
Yeah, I mean,
well, now that everyone's gearing up for they know the new consoles are coming. They're going to get announced this year, I think, from both Sony and Microsoft. They'll get announced. And when they're going to come out, I don't know how much. We don't know. But I think that'll be the last ditch effort for a console to really think they can get some money, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially if Stadia is anything like they say it's going to be.
Yeah.
Then it's going to be hard for them to pull that out. But I don't know, man. I don't know about E3. I'm nervous that it won't be much to see.
You still going to watch?
Absolutely. I'm definitely gonna watch it. I mean, like I said, the best seats at the crib.
Man, I'll probably just wait for the recaps.
Yeah, I know you won't. You didn't watch them last year. You was like, okay, what happened? And we talked about them, and that was pretty much it. But then again, to your credit, though, it wasn't really much that happened last year.
I mean, listen, just tell me what's coming. Did the game come out yet? Oh, it doesn't come out for 2 years? Keep it to yourself.
What? I'm with you on that, though, bro. Because we hear about a game for years upon years. Like, even like with God of War. And I think that's what's wrong. I think even with Fallout, it kind of got you like that because we heard about it for so long.
Yeah.
And then when it came out, it was like, I feel like I played it. Yeah. Like, I feel like I'm done with it. I don't even want to play it. You know?
There's only certain titles that can talk about not coming out for 3 more years. Yeah, and would be okay with it. But it's like most of these games, like Cyberpunk, you haven't proven anything to me for me to be hyped about you for 2 years.
Death Stranding's doing a good job of that.
Yeah, but that's Hideo. You know what I'm saying? That's all living on the hype of Hideo. Red Dead is the same way. Grand Theft Auto, we still are, you know what I'm saying, gawking about what that's going to be, even though we've got no information about it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Only certain titles can actually get away with this.
Yeah. But proven titles and proven studios.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so definitely I'm with you on that. But it's at the point, the hype is like, it's like whatever. Like even when like Kingdom Hearts, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was a good game. Yeah. I got through with it, but it was like I was glad to finish it just because I was like I'd heard so much about it, played it. Great game, though.
You know, I think devs got to stop that at this point now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying though, like that teasing a game that's not coming out for years, like stop that. You know, you can start telling me about a game if it comes out next month. Yeah. Beyond that, don't talk to me.
I think and I think that's what happened like with Anthem. And I mean, Anthem was a bad game. They had it was a bad developed game because anytime you have loading screens within a game to where like you can't actually finish a level because it's loading, then you have a complete issue. But we should have known with EA. But even with Anthem was announced like almost 6 years ago.
See,
you know, so like the game, it came out this year. It's like $29.99 brand new now.
And it's been keeping up space in people's heads because it certainly wasn't on my mind.
Bro, it's like
keeping up that space for 5 years.
Man, I read a stat earlier. It was yesterday where it said that more than 70% of their player base left the game.
Wow,
like that's like people died. People could probably got killed over that.
That's No Man's Sky.
Man, like for real. And then they said we're trying to improve the game, and like, or they had it to where they don't know if the devs even wanted to even keep it going because it was so bad.
They closed the servers,
bro. Like it's bad. You gotta think how much money went into that game.
If you close those servers now, you owe those people their money.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, because they didn't pay for this.
Not even a full calendar year goes by.
Right.
Absolutely, you deserve to give them some money or give them their money back. Absolutely.
Yeah, give them their money back.
Yeah, but or you could just do with like No Man's Sky did, which made it itself an honorable game. Yeah. Because now I believe people still talk about No Man's Sky like it's a great game now.
I imagine
I'll never know.
It was like a beta that they just built out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Out to alpha.
Yeah. I'll never know. All right, man. So yo, Tfue and the FaZe versus the FaZe clan. This was a weird story.
Yeah, man.
So my guy gets a contract. He makes millions of dollars.
Yeah.
So his company that he signed with, the contract that he signed, the contract said that they were awarded 80% of his earnings. Allegedly. Yeah. But they never took it.
Yeah.
So he made millions of dollars. And the fact that it was just an uproar because the contract was what it was, people were up, saying it's not fair or whatever. Now, mind you, this group, and they hadn't taken the money from him.
Yeah.
So I'm like, and that's what we kind of got to a good discussion about it yesterday. I'm like, if a company could come around and tell us we signed a deal and they would take 80% of our earnings, but they never took it, and we made millions of dollars, I'm not sure that's a bad trade-off.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they were saying they were alleging they've only taken $60,000 from him, even though he's made millions.
Yeah,
and it's like, he put in the work because I guess he's the best Fortnite player or one of the best Fortnite players. I don't know what he plays.
Okay,
I have no clue. I
think it's Fortnite. I'm pretty sure it's Fortnite.
I'm pretty sure it's Fortnite. Mm-hmm. But I guess he was one of the best. But he wasn't really making no moves. So he signed on with this group. The group, blew him up, made him hot in these streets. You know what I'm saying? They A&R'd him.
Yeah, they A&R'd him.
Yeah, got him paid. And then now I guess they're kind of going back over the paperwork because when he signed it, it was like, well, who cares? Maybe I make a little bit of money, whatever. Mm-hmm. I get to make money playing video games. How awesome is that? Mm-hmm. But then he blew up, got super popular, and I believe you were saying that he was thinking about branching out.
Yeah, he was thinking about branching out, doing his own thing.
Terrible idea.
Yeah, absolutely. He should never let it be known.
Fulfill your contract first, man.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Play out the terms of your deal or whatever.
Yeah.
And it sounds like that company was low-key doing right by you, but I guess they were what they were saying was that it was kind of hanging over his head that, if ever he did try to get away from them, maybe they would try to come back and recoup or try to collect. But if that's the case, or if that's how you feel, why didn't you go to them first and ask to put an addendum or a clause in your contract that, hey, this would be out.
Yeah,
what I'm saying? And fulfill your current contract. Renegotiate. Listen, what did the famous philosopher Brian the Birdman Williams say? You know what I'm saying? These contracts can get recontracted. You know what I'm saying?
No, you can't. You can't quote Birdman in this case. He's a king of the bad contracts, man.
Hey, man, listen. Maybe FaZe Clan is the king of the bad contracts.
Hey, it might be 80%.
It's 80-20 split.
Hey, bro, that was worse than that Kanye contract my man had where they said you can't retire.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Lifetime.
For life.
But, listen. You got to go in there, man. You got to handle your business behind the scenes because not only... Yeah, you may be looking better in the media right now, but that's going to make other companies not want to do business with you.
Yeah, and then also it's going to make it to where they're going to scrub those archives and see, like, you signed this contract.
Yeah, I mean, that's really what it comes down to. Yeah. You signed the deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey, maybe you gotta ride it out. But like I said, you can ask for an addendum.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You could, but I mean, it's almost like you crying wolf because you made a ton of money. They never took the money from you.
Right.
And then you got to think about it like, yo, you signed this. It's not like they just like took your signature and you were drunk or something. Like you actually went in there with a clear mind and signed it. It's no different than a record label.
You were nobody when you signed it.
You were. You're right. You were a nobody. You made millions of dollars. Now you're blowing up and you feel a little bit more. It sounds like an entitlement almost.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's just a weird story. I mean, the first thing that stood out to me was just the 80%. Like, dang, he signed an 80% to give up 80% of his royalties and all that stuff. But then you start reading more into the story, you're like, hold up, they kind of made out.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
They looked out a little bit.
Yeah, but then they did look out. But then it's like a lot of people come into his defense, like, it's not right, it's not this. Like, you're just losing the fact that this dude made a lot of money.
Right.
You know, and this company didn't take anything from him. They're just saying it was signed.
Right. They're just saying that they could.
They could.
You know what I'm saying? If maybe when the day comes where they need to collect. And, hey, if that's the case, you got to pay.
Absolutely. I would just keep it going. And then if they get 80%, then the contract, I think the contract was only 6 months long, but it was an auto renewal for 36 months. It probably not for 36 months.
Yeah, I'm saying if you was hot though, but then you auto renew for 3 more years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And you had to know that. And if you didn't, then you just silly.
Man, listen, that's the worst free trial ever.
Absolutely. Yeah.
He said 6 months free title. If you don't cancel before then, no. You could be locked in for 3 years.
Yeah.
No getting out of that.
That's worse than Audible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever get into audiobooks?
No.
I thought I would. I got a couple of them, and I don't know if I like it. I might just read.
I think I would like kind of zone out. Like
I did.
Somebody else read.
Yeah, like I was walking and I'm like, I don't remember 3 chapters. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna just read this, you know?
Yeah.
Because I thought it'd be better, but that Audible is an auto renewal, and I'm like, I don't know if I want this anymore. It's Amazon, man. Amazon got us in a vice right now.
They do, man. They ought to include that free with Prime. What's wrong with you,
bro? I went to Whole Foods the other day.
Okay.
And
Bougie, man.
Nah, you know,
Schwanky, sir.
kind of. I'm not gonna front. Kind
there
of.
you go.
They had good pizza, and I got the boys some pizza, and I went there to get some alkaline water. I actually fell in love with alkaline water. Yeah. I'm at a different stage in life right now, kid.
You,
right? You know,
wealth, prosperity. You know what I'm saying?
So, anyways, I go in there, and the lady says, "Well, do you have Amazon Prime?" I'm like, who doesn't have Amazon Prime? Absolutely, you know. And I get a discount. I got like 30% off just because I have Amazon Prime.
Not bad.
And I'm like, you know what? This is Dave and Buster's. We live in Dave and Buster's right now. It's a self-sustaining economy. I don't even know if it's cash that runs it anymore. No. You know, everything is Amazon Prime. I get deliveries to Amazon Prime. I wanted a controller, but instead of getting my butt up and going to the store, I was Amazon Prime nowed it. The controller was here in 20 minutes, and I got 30% off. You know, right. So it's like,
was that the blue controller?
No, that's Malik. I got a black one.
That was looking real nice. I was like, oh wow, this looks new.
Yeah, he had that for a while.
Okay.
But no, it's Amazon Prime is everything, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey man, listen, they got it on lock, man.
They do.
But listen, don't get too comfortable, Amazon. Okay.
Who's coming for them?
Somebody.
You think so?
I need them to be, because otherwise, you know what I'm saying, once they got it locked up, man, the deals is gone.
See, I think with I agree with partly of you, but it's like I think we get so nervous because of a monopoly potentially happening, is they can give us whatever they throw at us.
Yeah.
But who's to say that Amazon just keeps it the way it's going, man? He's making a ton of money. Why would he change it up?
I've heard about my man's business practices. They don't necessarily seem like they favor, the other people.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, you've never heard the stories about how Amazon get down?
Nah.
Ooh, man.
Is that another pod?
Yeah. No, that ain't another pod, man. We ain't going to talk about it on there.
No, we're not.
I don't need that kind of smoke.
Nah,
all right?
I ain't got it.
I agree with you all the way, man.
I love Amazon.
I love capitalism.
I love the tape they use on their boxes. I love it all.
Yeah. But, yeah, man. Remember the tripod we using right now. If you read that stamp over there, we support you.
Right.
Yeah.
The little Amazon logo. I want the little Amazon logo on my tombstone, bro.
I was going to say you could get tatted on your forehead?
Nah, not that. I just put it on tombstone. Like EA logo.
They gonna prime your tombstone?
Yeah. When Madden was good. I'll just you know what's really sad in Madden is trash.
I thought about it.
Madden was good on the PS2. Like once it switched to the new
How long ago was that?
A long time ago.
Yeah.
Bro. A very long time ago.
We moved on.
PS2 time and Xbox 360 time was a good time.
It was, man. But
Madden was trash.
Yeah. I mean, hey, man, listen. All good things must come to an end. Eventually, 2K is not going to keep my interest anymore.
Yeah.
I'm just happy that
I don't see that happening anytime soon, bro.
Hey, man, it kind of the way these microtransactions are going, man, it kind of seems like they're going that direction.
That's the shakeup.
Yeah.
That's the shakeup right there.
And the thing is, it's because you can't have fun just like it. Like nobody plays local anymore. So you know what I'm saying? It's like
I thought about that when when I came over and kicked it with your cousins, and I thought about like, dang, it'd be dope. We play like a fighting game or something like Mortal Kombat or Soul Calibur was a big one that we played together.
Yeah, and
that is gone, man. Like the days, and I'm sure everyone there. I remember you said you and Maurice played GoldenEye.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like the days of just playing locally. It's just gone,
man. Like,
man.
listen, y'all be in the house together and y'all still play online.
True.
Yeah.
That is very true.
Yeah.
That is very true.
So, it's dead, man. You gotta play online. And the more that everything is online or whatever, the more microtransactions are going to be prevalent. I mean, those are good game modes now. Like, when's the last time you played Play Now on NBA 2K?
Never.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's dead. Nobody wants to do that
because you want the newest stuff. It's wow. It is. It really is it's gambling, bro.
Yeah,
it really is because you want the latest and greatest of the game that dropped, but that requires money.
Exactly.
Or time. And most people are going to take the money route versus the time.
Well, the thing is, because it takes such an exorbitant amount of time,
right?
That it's like, yo, I ain't got that kind of time.
Yeah,
right? This money is cheaper.
Yeah,
at this point.
it's unattainable.
Yeah.
That's why I think Fortnite. I think we talked about it before, but really, Fortnite is the worst thing that we're having. One of the worst things that we're having in video games. Because kids, in my opinion, these kids. Well, I'm just looking at it from my aspect as a parent. The kids, it's a free to play game, right?
Right.
Literally, the things that you can buy, the costumes, the skins, all that stuff, doesn't change the game one bit.
Right. It just looks cool.
It just looks cool.
Yeah.
So these kids, literally, it's like a drug to them.
Listen, that's gonna change this summer.
Really?
With these kids, they're gonna be owning their own dollars.
Oh yeah,
they're not going towards V-Bucks anymore.
Absolutely. No, you're absolutely right. Yeah, this in the Carver household, it's definitely going to change.
Yeah,
for sure. Like, oh, hold on, I can pay $10 for V-Bucks. That was 2 hours of work.
Right. Do you know what I had to do?
Yeah, exactly. $10? Absolutely. I had to water the sidewalk
So that way I can be John Wick.
Yeah, so be John Wick.
I'll be me, and I'm just gonna keep on playing.
That's what they need to do. They need to implement like your phone, like they do in 2K, and put your face in the game.
Yeah.
But then again, you be the one getting shot. So I don't know if they really would want that.
Hey man, not if it was me.
Yeah, I would want to be
graze right on by you.
I don't know. I wonder about Fortnite if it's still like I'm surprised it's still going. I think we can go back podcasts at least 20 ago, and I said that Fortnite was done. So and here we are, still 20 podcasts later, and they still talking about John Wick. My Lil Nadir and Malik the other day, John Wick's in the game. Like, you know who John Wick is.
Right.
They didn't play the game. He just looks cool.
Yeah.
All right, man. But that's it. Video game news, bro.
Hey, man, we stretched that out, man.
We did. E3 is coming. Everybody's holding everything close to their vest.
Yeah.
All right, man. So Giannis, he took the L to the Raptors. They lost 4 straight.
I hate to be the one to say it, man, but I called it, man. We were getting a little ahead of ourselves on the Giannis hype train,
bro. After the first 2 games, we was already crowning him MVP, which he probably still will win it.
He will.
But we were saying that Toronto was out of it. The baby dinosaurs, they can't figure it out. DeRozan didn't make a difference. That's what I think is the tightest about this. If you're DeMar DeRozan, how do you feel about this?
I mean, I feel like you can't feel no way because you can't just put this on the fact that Giannis or Kawhi was out there or whatever. Mm-hmm. LeBron left the East, okay?
True.
That was DeMar DeRozan's only hill that he couldn't climb.
True.
Was,
True.
You know what I'm saying, Mount St. James.
But if he was there, would you think they'd have won the East? DeRozan?
Yeah, I think that they still had a good shot. I think they still made it as far as they did with Kawhi, but maybe they don't get past Milwaukee just because Kawhi was clearly the leading force in stopping Giannis.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that they make it just as far as they had.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I do. It's always hit or miss with Lowry because one minute he's a trash can. He did turn up, man. He played well, man, and. For Kawhi to go from the West to the East, and I don't want to just say it was the fact that LeBron wasn't there. That boy played his butt off, man, and he was clearly the best player on the court. But like you called it the other day when we was watching the last game, the elimination game, once they cut off those passing lanes for Giannis, he couldn't do anything.
Yeah, it was a wrap.
He couldn't do anything. It was like he in the fast break, and then I also think that George Hill remembered that he was George Hill. You know what I mean? That's really what I think. Cause their lack of a point guard. I kept saying that we were watching the game, like, yo, they do not have a point guard.
Yeah.
Somebody to settle this thing out, steady the ship, get a bucket. They couldn't get one. Bledsoe was a trash can except for Game 5.
Yeah.
And then like I said, George Hill remembered he was George Hill. Brogdon came in, and I don't know what got into him. He kind of was like he never saw a shot. He didn't want to shoot. Middleton forgot that, once again, Middleton remembered he was Middleton.
Yeah.
Like, man, I made the All-Star team. I'm Middleton. I'm not good. And and that was it. I mean, they were the best team in basketball all year long, and they got put out and lost 4 straight.
The 4 straight part, I think that was the most shocking.
Yeah.
Because I definitely thought Game 6, like, Milwaukee did turn it around. Mm-hmm. Giannis had been talking that cash for Game 6 or whatever.
Yeah.
And, I thought that they were in there, but nah, man, they tricked it off like they had done the last 3 games and went home.
Wow.
Yeah.
When they were up like 15-16, did you feel the game was over? Or did you feel like Toronto? Yeah, me neither.
Thought Toronto was like, nah, Toronto.
That was a weird feeling for me because I was watching like, okay, they were 15. I'm like, okay, Toronto's probably going to come back.
Yeah.
It was like they were just scorching hot in that first quarter.
Yeah.
They had hit like 7 threes in the first quarter.
Nasty.
Yeah, man, they were playing well, and I'm like, okay, but I don't know if they can sustain this.
Clearly, they couldn't.
Honestly, not.
Yo, okay, so now the big question is, what is Kawhi gonna do? Now you made the finals with the Raptors. Why leave?
It'd be hard for me to think that he would leave.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, one hand of me says that, but the other hand is like, this is the guy who left Jordan for New Balance.
Yeah, and it's cold in the 6.
Man. Oh, very much so.
Yeah,
very much so. He's there now as warm.
But I mean, listen, Drake probably laying out the sampler platters for him now.
Yeah, but I don't think that matters to Kawhi.
You don't think?
Remember, you talked about it before. They were going to give him anything he wanted.
Yeah, they offered him a free house,
yeah,
free Uber rides, free food for life if he stayed.
It doesn't matter. I don't think it matters to Kawhi.
What matters to Kawhi then?
He left Jordan Brand for New Balance, bro.
Hey man, listen, he probably liked something a little bit more low key. I understand that part.
I don't know what matters to Kawhi. I think this is the most emotion I think I've ever seen out of him, though.
These New Balance.
Yeah.
Man, but yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm trying to see when does the finals actually start. I think they start on Thursday.
Is it Thursday?
Yeah, Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah,
Okay.
Thursday.
So
Yeah.
Golden State has home court.
Yeah.
So first two games are in Golden State. Then next two are in there. So is it 2-2, 1-1-1?
Yeah.
Is that how it goes now?
Yeah,
okay. Because I know they used to alternate or whatever.
Yeah.
But now that we got them in the finals, we got Warriors and Raptors. Man, what do you think?
Warriors. I still think Warriors going to take this.
Yeah, I think they're going to be sacrificial lambs. But the thing was, okay, I will say though, the if I can dial it back, the one thing that I do think that Toronto has a fighting chance is we forgot how good Kawhi is.
Yeah, and Kawhi's out here on a revenge tour,
Very
especially
much so.
against Golden State.
Yes.
Since they took him out.
Ooh, I forgot about Pachulia.
Yeah.
And they were up 20 when it happened.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So they lost that series once Kawhi couldn't play no more.
And they were in Golden State.
Yeah.
When that happened. Kawhi was just, he put so much pressure on the defense. Pause.
Yeah.
I don't know why I paused that, but I just felt the need to.
Hey, what you got to do?
Yeah, he put so much pressure on the defense that I think that he could, in pick and roll, he could get them in trouble. Iggy looks like he's ready to retire. Yeah. Clay's pissed off. He didn't make first team All NBA, so that could be something motivation. Here. Yeah, Draymond is going for that max contract. He ain't slick. I know what he's doing. It's a contract year for him.
Hey, listen, man, Draymond from the crib. He gonna get that max.
Yeah. So yeah, he probably will. But I don't know, man. With this series, I'm rooting for a good series. I'd be lying to say I wouldn't mind seeing Golden State win it again. But if I do see Golden State win it, I would like to see KD give his best effort. But I told you, I think KD is more hurt than we think. Man.
So you don't think KD is going to come back in this series?
I don't think he's going to come back till maybe the third or fourth game.
Really?
But at that point, it's like he'll come. Is he going to be 100%?
You think it'll be too decided at that point?
I don't know. Yeah, back? I mean, no, not so much decided. I just think if he was hurt, then he could come play. But if he's injured, then they're just going to be like, why?
Is this Steph's opportunity to finally get a Finals MVP?
Yes. This is the only way he can get it. Yeah. That's a great point. But, I do believe
game one might be the game of his career because it's like, listen, if y'all lose and then KD comes back for like game two and then y'all win the series, you ain't getting MVP. Yeah.
Because KD will come back and I think that he'll come back and get the MVP and then Steph and him will fight. Because that'll be it. But no, honestly, I think the Golden State's one of the more selfless teams I've seen. They generally like each other. Yeah. Except for Draymond. But I still think even with Draymond, every team got a hot head. I just think it was just a moment. Yeah. I don't put more stock because if you're KD, why do you leave?
I don't see any reason to leave at this point. And it's like, every year the hate and the chatter about KD going to Golden State gets quieter and quieter.
Yeah. Or to the Knicks, you mean? Well, the thing now is he's going to the Knicks.
No, I'm saying, like, since he's gotten to Golden State, like, at first it was a whole big uproar about it.
Oh, okay.
And then every year after, it's like, it's gotten quieter and quieter. We've gotten more and more used to him just being there.
The only saving grace for Toronto, well, one of them, I should say, that they could lose is Boogie's going to come back. And Boogie can implode the whole thing from the inside. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that.
No, Boogie's gone. Boogie's gone.
But he knows he's gone. Yeah. So he's like, I'm not just muck it up right now. He's be like the dad on Talladega Nights. Like everything's going too well, and he just takes a steak and flips it over and just goes nuts. I think he could be the problem, but I really don't know, bro. It's Golden State in 4, I think.
Think so?
Yeah. I mean, we'll know after game 1 if they're going to have problems. Because that's the thing about it is Kawhi puts so much pressure on the defense, and Van Vliet's playing well. Kyle Lowry, this is the furthest he's ever gotten in his career. Yeah. And so I think he'll be out there playing well. So it depends on what they can get off, man. Yeah. Gasol, the pickup of Gasol is a big one. He can stretch the floor and he can bang down low. Yeah. I think he needs to get back to that because that's where they could beat up Golden State is down in the post. Draymond.
I don't know they got Bogut back, so.
Man, Bogut's a trash can.
Hey, man, listen. 6 hard fouls, man.
True.
You know what I mean?
But what's he going to do besides being 6 hard fouls?
Goon.
He could hurt Kawhi.
He could. Hey, man.
He could be the new Pachulia.
Yeah, that's right. That's true. Dang. That was the formula last time.
Dang, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Now I'm worried for Kawhi. Kawhi knows now.
Prayers up for Kawhi.
Word. And they could lose Gasol. They could lose Bogut and I think nothing of it. Like, we don't care about it.
Exactly. Who cares?
He was here for one reason.
Didn't matter. Kevin Looney's been balling.
Yeah, Kevin Looney has been balling.
Yeah.
He has been. A lot of young boys have been balling for that team. Bell actually started stepping up and played a lot better, but I don't know. So what you got? You got Golden State 4?
Golden State 5.
Golden State in 5?
Yeah, that's my prediction.
I'm going to give Toronto more credit than that. I'm going to say Golden State in 6.
Okay.
Because if it goes that far, though, it might be.
That ain't bad.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Kawhi will come back. I don't know if he'll come. See, if they lose, I don't know if he'll come back.
I think win or lose, Kawhi needs to re-sign with Toronto because I feel like if you lose, then you got unfinished business, and if you win, it's like why leave a champion?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, so we skipped over that. So what do you think? You think KD coming back this series or not?
Yeah, I do think KD's coming back.
Really?
I don't think that quad injury is that bad. I mean, he's been doing a lot of tweeting.
I mean, he's going to tweet.
I mean, you ain't in that much pain. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not your. You can't tweet with your feet. You know what I mean? That's your arms, man.
Listen, if I'm in pain though, man, I ain't thinking about tweeting. He tweeting away.
I told you before. I don't think nothing's wrong with the dude. He's just like, yo, y'all go out there and play.
Listen, he's not breathing and unresponsive. You know what I'm saying?
That's a mental illness, bro. That is a mental. When you said that,
yeah, that's an insider.
That is.
That was actually a person I know. Like that was from my personal feed.
What?
Yeah, that was from my personal feed. That was a screenshot.
You didn't call the authorities?
Hey man, whatever happened at that point, it happened.
Like,
it was like 8 hours ago.
I hate social media.
Yeah, it was like 8 hours ago. So it was like, well, if he ain't breathing unresponsible,
his homie's gone.
At this point, I guess he's fine. I guess everything's okay.
How you go from not responsible to being fine?
But why are you posting this on Facebook? Like, call 911.
Yeah, like get off of social media.
Yeah, what are you doing?
People are nuts, man.
Yeah.
I hate it. All right, so Golden State in 4 or 5. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, man. So the bigger thing from that though, as far as the Raptors series. So Drake, he channeled his Tupac at the Raptors game, comes dressed as Birdie.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, he did it in true Drake fashion because he put Kawhi Me River on the back of the jersey.
Tupac.
It's like, he's such a cornball, man. That's what makes him him. You know what I mean? But I'm like, it just was corny. The jersey was fire.
Yeah.
The hoodie was fire.
Yeah.
We knew what he was doing. But what made it real cornballish was at the end, he took the bandana that Birdie had on his head, and he put it around his neck.
Hat.
Yeah, around his hat.
Yeah, he had it on his neck. And
he had it around his neck, and he put it around his hat.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, somebody just snuffed dude, man. Like,
listen, Drake's just having fun, man. It is kind of weird, like, man, that you like doing Halloween in May. But, I mean, hey, man, listen, he just having some fun.
It just proves he can do whatever he wants to do in Toronto.
Hey, listen, man.
He comes to the games late. He probably was schmoozing beforehand. He has a rhinestone on his tooth. We're going to act like that's not there. I mean, like, come on, man.
He's the NBA's darling. I thought that he was going to get the post-game presser. You know
he was, yeah. It was on Runder. Me and you and the cousins were talking. Like, he's going to get an interview.
Yeah.
He might have got one. We kind of turned away earlier. He might have got one, but he was right there with the team.
He was.
You know, him and the owner are cool. He does business with Toronto, so I get it in some aspects. But even Hov ain't had this type of airtime with Brooklyn.
I know, right? And
listen,
when Hov goes to those games, man, like they show him at least 15 times during the game. Yeah.
Bro, it's like now with the Raptors, when they're winning, they show Drake's reactions.
Yeah.
Or when they're losing, they show Drake's reactions. It's like, yo, he didn't play one snap. Like
Drake is dapping the players as
yes,
they go to the bench.
He's giving the coach massages.
Yeah.
They don't realize that Drake's trash in basketball.
Man, listen, I'm gonna tell you what. If they wear the OVO jerseys in the finals, like Drake won.
It's a wrap.
Drake won.
If he did that, then we might have to talk about GOAT. Like we might have to put him in that conversation because. Yeah. You know, it's that's crazy, man.
That is crazy.
That is. But yeah, it was. I will say I give it a hard time. I laugh with tongue in cheek. He did ruin one of the best basketball photos of all time when Kobe's final game when LeBron was deaning him up and also was Drake in that horrible jacket. It just pissed me off. But I will say though that it's good for the game.
No, you know, what I'm gonna say is a little ironic though.
Go ahead.
Is that you know, Drake, as much as he's going hard for Toronto, he actually has a tattoo of Steph and KD. Yeah.
That's not weird, Kev.
Hey, listen, man. Live your life, partner.
No, you don't live your life. You don't get another tattoo of another man on you.
It's not them. It's their number.
Stop. It's
and
them.
Then they got a little 35 and says Snipe, and then 30 and Chef. Hey, man. You know what I mean? Whatever. Those are his buddies, man.
I don't understand these.
Those are his buddies.
Yeah, you're my buddy. I'm not getting you tattooed on my body, man.
Yeah, don't do that.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Another thing too, I want to talk about like if I go before you, don't let them put the wings on me.
We put
hell no, don't put the wings on me, bro. Don't do that, man.
right on the service.
I'll come back. I'm gonna come back.
Like, that's what we want you back, man. You know what I'm saying? Put the wings on him, fly his ass back.
Well, we got
stuff to do.
No, man, we got pods to do. No, like he got tattoos of them on his body, man. Like that's just weirdo stuff.
Yeah,
but that's Drake. I mean, it's Drake, man. I can't really say the other than that. It's Drake.
Hey, man, listen, man. He having fun, man. What can he do?
It's not having fun.
Yeah,
like he talked to LeBron in that shop episode like he was his daddy.
I'll tell you what, man. Gucci Man might be a clone because he can't figure out who he roots for. Like this man went from like rooting for I think the Sixers to Boston to Milwaukee. It's like, bruh, you got married at a Hawks game. Like, pick one. Pick one.
Nah, what it is Gucci is just a.
He just there.
He's just there, man. Like, or it's multiple.
Yeah.
He might not be the only one.
You might be right.
He might be other clones.
You know, the only sense I can make of it is like maybe he's betting on these games.
I must say he's a gambler.
Yeah,
that's
he's a gambler. So he's like he's just whoever he bet on. That's who he's rooting for.
That's who he's rooting for. Yeah. Because he don't have any. I mean, because he's from Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
So you'd think he'd be a Hawks, but the Hawks are trash. He's probably betting on them.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think because it's like he really be riding for these teams. Like I mean, him and Drake had dialogue during the Milwaukee Toronto.
Yeah. But my thing that pissed me off about that is like, who cares what Gucci Mane and Drake think about in a time like this? Like they were just interviewing these cats. Like they showed them after the game on SportsCenter.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, ESPN's a nasty game now.
It is.
I remember when Stuart Scott, God rest his soul, was in the league. It was like it had more integrity.
Yeah.
Like SportsCenter, and I don't know when it became owned by Disney. It just became like this clown show.
Jam don't shake like that.
Yeah, like.
Hey man, R.P. Stuart Scott, man, made my morning lit when I was a kid.
Oh man, that dude. GOAT. Yeah, that was my guy, man.
Yeah, for sure.
That was my guy. All right, man. Jim Jones. All right, he says that the Dipset made Supreme popular.
Yeah, man.
Jim Jones does this from time to time. He comes out with a hot take, and we just get a lot of traction behind it. He also said that Nike boots started in Harlem.
He did, yeah.
I thought it was a great interview. I thought it was funny.
It was.
But Jim Jones is a sneaker dude. When I used to follow him, when I started following him, I should say, he's always posting like just his kicks and like kind of how he pieced together his outfits. Some cool. I like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Gives me inspiration what I want to put on. Not so much wear, but just like putting the colors together. I'm like, oh, that does match with that. That's pretty cool. Right. But once you start going to the workout stuff, I was like, I'm out of here. I can't. I don't want to see this stuff. It doesn't matter to me.
Man, I'm gonna tell you what. Even beyond that, like, has any rapper reinvented themselves better than Trinidad James? Like, do you remember when Trinidad James like all the rappers, like he was a laughing stock? Now it seems like they all love him. Everybody rock with him.
Remember when he said, what did he say? New York. He said something about New York. Like New York rappers don't matter, or East Coast rap is not good.
It's all about Atlanta or something like that.
Yeah. And like at first people was like upset with him because he said it in New York, which you got to give him credit for even saying it there.
Right.
But then after the fact, a lot of people agree with him. Like, you're right, man. New York rap is kind of corny. Like it doesn't have the sound like it used to.
Yeah.
And that's what he was saying, but it just kind of came out wrong or something.
Yeah.
I still think he's a weirdo though, because he had the other day I saw him on there on that episode. He had like a gold aluminum foil over his thumb. I don't know what the hell that is.
It's pinky ring.
Whatever. It went around his thumb.
It's his whole finger. It's like a gold plated finger.
Yeah, it looked like the thing that the mailman
with a nail, but the nail is out. Listen, man, just player, man. Listen, T. James got style. I have to give him credit if nothing else. He got style about him.
Yeah, he has his style.
Yeah, exactly. Right. I mean, and that like it's hard to pull like that off. Like, to have that kind of fashion sense and make it work. Yeah. So salute to that man. Yeah. I'm just more surprised by the rebrand. It's like maybe Joe Budden is the only other rapper that's really like kind of turned the tide for himself. Yeah. Of rebranding himself as a rapper, but like people hated Trinidad James.
They did. They thought he was in there disrespecting hip hop.
He was Jerome
from Martin.
You know what I'm saying? He was just a laughing stock. He was supposed to be a one hit wonder.
Yeah.
Everybody like they just hated on this man. I mean, All Go Everything was a hit. Like that Don't Be Safe tape was actually pretty fire. Gold on My MacBook, that was fire. Yeah. But he wasn't supposed to make it, and he found a way to persevere, man. He found a lane in this hip hop game and kept on going. So like salute to that man.
Yeah, no doubt. And Jim Jones, we take. I mean, it's kind of just
Jones.
Yeah, it's hilarity.
Yeah, I mean, hey man, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I can't discredit it. He probably did. They did make Supreme a lot of money. I never got into the Supreme thing.
Nah, I think I was too old.
Yeah, I just never got into it. Yeah. By the time I got hip to it, I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, it was like.
But I did want those Supreme Scottie Pippins.
Yeah, those are nice.
Those were fire. Yeah, they're still expensive right now.
Yeah, they got some stuff.
Yeah, but I don't want like the jars and the Supreme gun that shoots the money.
Yeah,
all that stuff, man.
I don't want it.
Nah, so I don't see how they made them a lot of money. I guess in the East Coast is a big thing.
Yeah,
because it never. I mean, here in the Midwest, I mean, some kids do it, but I don't know.
Yeah,
it seems kind of stupid to me.
Yeah.
All right, man. Kanye, he goes on David Letterman and admits that he is afraid of the sixth God.
Yeah, man.
That was a weird interview.
Yeah, I've only seen like the little clips.
I don't think it's aired yet.
It hasn't. Okay, I've just read about it, and I don't know, man. I don't know if I can defend Ye anymore. I like the guy, but I think it's over, man.
I told you that a long time ago, bro. I told you that, man. Right. Like Kanye is donezo.
Yeah.
What happens? He pops in from time to time and does something like it reminds us of the old Kanye, and we think that it's still there. But Kanye is he's a different thing, and I can't even put it on the Kardashians. I think it's just him.
It's just not cool no more.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think once he did the Trump stuff, it wore us out.
Yeah, where everybody's just like, And I mean, like, he trying to do the Sunday service stuff, but it's like...
But it had no end game to it. It was like, why? What does this mean?
Yeah, I don't.
You know what I mean? Like it didn't like even the what was the thing he was doing with the good music? When he was doing the Good Fridays.
Yeah,
that was
Good
fire.
Fridays, that was fire.
That might have been his peak time as far as what I thought.
That's also what's missing. Like it's not been a lot of music.
No,
to go with any of this.
You're right, because even the 7-song
albums or whatever.
Yeah, they was doing.
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of music then or whatever, but since then,
but that was microwave music.
Yeah, it did. It didn't really feel like the same quality that we were used to with old Ye and all that. Like we could tell it was kind of like he was just putting stuff out, and I mean that's cool. Like it was some good stuff. I mean, Kids See Ghosts still an excellent.
Yeah, I liked it too. Yeah,
I think we just missed Cuddy a lot. So
yeah. I think if he's going to give an interview, he needs to give a good interview with someone that is going to ask him the tough questions.
Yeah, he needs to be speaking that real.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
I want
to, maybe he is speaking the real for him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
True.
But we don't really like what the real is for him these days.
But David Letterman, is going to let him off the hook, man. He's going to ask him the surfaced, easy questions.
Yeah.
Like David Letterman's not going to go in there and ask him about some real stuff. Like, black people don't rock with you. Like, I want to hear that question. You know what I mean? Like, or his answer to it.
Trump stuff. So
yeah. Whatever. I'm cool on Kanye.
Yeah.
I'm cool on Kanye.
I hate to see a legend go out like that.
It is. He's going out very bad.
Yeah, very sad.
All right, man. Game of Thrones.
All right, let's talk about it.
Oh boy. Okay, so it's over. There's no more episodes. The season has ended. The finale happened last week. We recorded on Monday, so it happened last Sunday. The Sunday that just passed was the kind of documentary showing about it.
Yeah,
did you watch any of it?
I watched the documentary.
I haven't checked it out yet either. I'm gonna check it out just to see. But just the finale. Wow. I don't think it was trash. Let me just start there.
Okay.
I don't think it was trash. Was it the ending that I wanted? I don't know if I really wanted it, or I guess I was more sad for the show that was ending.
Yeah.
Brandon Broken threw me off. I gotta be honest with you.
Sense.
When you think about it, it did make sense. Yeah. I think the books and the prophecies that I got from the books was what I put a lot of stock into.
Okay.
So when the show deviated and kind of went its own route away from that, it's kind of what
it didn't though.
It didn't, but okay. It didn't, but it didn't. I had derived a story in my head that was going to happen, and when that didn't happen, I immediately got upset because I'm like, well, where's the sci-fi? Like where Drogon scooped up Daenerys and he just flew away. Like, what does this mean? I guess, man. I don't know. But like I said, it was just what I wanted. It was like, okay, okay, this is gonna happen. John and her are gonna get married. They're gonna have kids. She's pregnant. Blah blah. And it was like none of that came true.
Right.
They felt like none of that was important, and it ended a different way. But I don't know. I wasn't upset by it. I wasn't really pissed. I wasn't really. The writing in season 8 was a little bit different. It seemed a little rushed. It seemed like, in my opinion, they should have just ended the Night King, like you said, ended the Night King at the last season, and then this season should have been all about the throne.
Yeah.
That way we would have had it all. But this one, it was like we had the Night King in, and they got him up out of here real quick, and then it was like the throne. We got 2 episodes, and then it was over, man.
I'm not gonna lie. In retrospect, I did feel like at least Daenerys' character deserved a little more grace into her, into her fall into madness. Yeah. Because it was literally like, it was all good. When we got to the Battle of Winterfell, I mean, if you watch the show again, maybe there were like little points or whatever they were kind of pointing to. That was the direction that she was going. But we had the Battle of Winterfell. She was perfectly normal leading up to that point. And then after that, it was just like, okay, now they try to make her look a little disheveled or whatever. And then they painted her out to be, this crazy character. And then it's like she just goes full-blown Mad Queen, and then they kill her.
Yeah.
But my thing was like, everybody else got more grace. Joffrey, we let his character, breathe, and we let him build himself up or build himself into that character. Ramsay, same thing. We let that character breathe. We got to understand what drove his madness or whatever. Let him commit some actual bad deeds. But it was like Daenerys, she killed the whole city or whatever, but it's like, y'all killed her immediately.
Yeah, the next
it was like the first 15 minutes of the episode.
Yeah,
and y'all took her out. It's like, she was afforded no grace.
Yeah,
and honestly, I think that just came down to time constraints as far as the show goes. Yeah. I did read somewhere, or I heard George R.R. Martin say that that HBO actually offered to let them do 10 episodes for the season.
Really?
Yeah, but the showrunner said that they could do it all in 6, and it was like, those extra 4 episodes could have made a massive difference to at least build up Daenerys' character arc, because it just felt so rushed.
Yeah.
How quickly, legit, she burned down the city. Jon Snow, walked up on her, had a conversation with her, and just murked her.
Right.
It's like,
It made no sense.
It
Like it
made no
didn't.
sense.
It took a 180. They turned her into the Mad Queen.
But it just my biggest. I don't mind her being the Mad Queen, but y'all didn't give her no grace. It's like, yo, she did one over the top thing, and yes, it was major. She killed the whole city. But it's like, yo, I don't think that people that really believed in her or followed her would turn their back on her so quickly.
Yeah,
you know.
And that's the thing that I was upset with is the fact that Jon Snow killed her. And then the Dothraki just go back to their homeland or go wherever they're going. Yeah. They're seeing Jon walk through. Like, somebody should have bodied him. You know what I'm saying? Like, they followed
Jon Snow.
But I mean, like, bro, they to them, he was just another guy.
Yeah,
like to us,
I heard the legend. You know what I mean?
They heard the legend.
His name rang bells, baby. Even though they did Dothraki there the whole time. Like, it's like after the Battle of Winterfell when they were having a feast. I don't think none of the Dothraki were in the room.
No, they weren't.
Yeah, they did them dirty.
No Starbucks. They
y'all sit outside.
I think and then you get the bottled water in there, which I think was a joke. I think that they did. It was kind of became a running thing.
Yeah,
it's like, come on, man, this is a multi-billion-dollar show. It's gonna generate millions and billions of dollars. You mean to tell me y'all can't check the set to see if there's a bottle of water on there?
Right.
You know, there's a Starbucks cup there. It just seemed like a joke this last season when it came to stuff like that. But as far as the writing, it just seemed like it was definitely rushed.
Absolutely.
Daenerys. But my thing about it too, though, was like, I don't think Jon got his proper due.
He did, though. Like, I'm totally okay with the way the story ended because, like, now, so since it's ended, I went back and I watched some of the first season again, and they've actually been kind of foreshadowing all of this the entire time.
Yeah, that's what shout out to Sean. He said that too. Like, they've been foreshadowing Jon's thing the entire time, and it's like it was in our face the entire time as far as because he never wanted the crown, he never wanted to be on the throne, and he's always said that, and then we were upset because he didn't get it. But it's like you said, they've been saying it the entire time.
There was actually a point where when Jon was the Lord Commander of the Night's Watch, where Davos and where's my Giant's Bane, Tormund Giant's Bane, they were having a conversation. They were talking about how, like, Tormund was talking about, I followed Mance Raider because, you know what I'm saying, I believed in him and he was the king I believed in, and it got him killed. And Davos is like, I followed Stannis Baratheon because he was the king I believed in. I thought he would be the one to kind of lead us going into the future, and it got him killed. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we ought to stop following kings. And then they both said, but Jon Snow isn't a king. You know what I'm saying? It's like, they've been kind of foreshadowing, like, the reason why Jon Snow is so effective is because he's not a king. He's just a guy. He's a Azor Ahai. You know what I'm saying? He was the prince, and Azor Ahai, even in that prophecy, it's the prince that was promised. You know what I'm saying? He was never meant to become king. You know what I'm saying? He was a prince, and he did exactly what they said he was supposed to do. And honestly, it's like, Jon Snow now gets to, you know what I'm saying, live his best life because he was never meant for ruling and all that. Tormund already told him, you'd be happy in the north too, and I feel like he knew that too, even though it did seem kind of like, we're sending you to the wall. It's like, y'all sent him to the wall, but then Tormund came and got him.
Yeah, okay. Because I wonder, like, what was the reason for the wall? The wall was always designed to protect from the White Walkers. Well, now there's no more whites, so
what's the wall for?
What's the wall for?
But I think that was just kind of an excuse to get him out. Okay, get him out of there.
Yeah,
but the story, I didn't have a problem with the way anybody's story ended, but man, it was like
yeah. I mean, I think the only comparison I could give to it was Michael from The Wire. Like, we always, through that show, we always thought Mike was going to be the guy. We thought he was going to be the guy, and he ended up being Omar. And in the end, but then again, it kind of
not really, because he just kind of left.
He did, but he became robbing. He became robbing all these dope boys. Yeah. So it was kind of. But we always thought Mike's the one. But it was what what Marlo thought of him, and we, as the watcher, we thought that he would be the next one because Marlo thought he'd be the next one. Right. Whereas he really wasn't. He never wanted it. Right. He wanted to make sure his brother was straight, make sure Dookie was straight, but Dookie ended up being, turned into the Fiend, and it was that was sad too. It was. But people really hated. Not say hated. People was tight about The Wire at first with the way it ended, and then over time, that was a really dope ending. Yeah. The Sopranos the same way. People still tight about The Sopranos. Now I think about it, but ultimately, it's like, it depends on how you want to do it. Like, it put a nice, neat bow on the end of Game of Thrones, so I'm okay with that. And like you said, it always was foreshadowing throughout the show, which I am going to go back and rewatch from season 1 on because nephew wants to watch it, and we're going to check it out and watch it. And I'm interested to see how many foreshadowing points we see in there.
Listen. You might not remember, man. Game of Thrones got kind of raw.
Oh, it did. Very, very.
Yeah,
he's 16 though.
I don't even know if that's 16.
Bro, I'm sure he's seen more than that.
I mean, you remember when Joffrey tied the girl up?
Hey, man. People get tied up all the time, man. Might as well get introduced to it with your uncle and your aunt.
Shot with arrows, man.
Hey, man, listen.
Hey.
My thing is, I'd rather just unmask it all to my kids versus them seeing it on their own.
Yeah.
At least I could be there to help them through it.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, hey,
You
man,
know?
they got the world department.
Oh, for sure.
So,
We
yeah.
gave them an amusement park, like we said in church. It's like, it's deep. So you okay with it? You okay with the ending?
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine. I just
Okay.
wish that maybe they fleshed it out a little bit more. It felt a little bit rushed in the end, but I'm fine with the way everybody's story ended. I thought that it was fitting.
Okay.
Even though I'm still not quite sure what was Sansa's problem with Dany. And,
I don't know.
And where did Sansa get all this respect on?
Yeah, you were tight about that.
I just don't
you were
understand.
tight.
I've never understood where Sansa
you
got
were
all
like
this respect on her name.
Yeah, you were very upset. Like, like she didn't do anything.
She
And
didn't.
I gotta be honest with you. I gotta agree. Like, I don't know, because like people were like, once again, we pumped her up to be more than what we thought she was doing. I mean, she was Littlefinger.
Yeah.
Now she's playing the Peter Baelish game. I'm like, no, she's not.
Not really.
Peter Baelish played a much better game.
Right.
I was just more upset they didn't really talk and dive into more like Jaqen.
Yeah.
And was
Jaqen.
was Syrio and Jaqen the same person?
Yeah.
Was Melisandre a faceless man?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like all those things. And it's like, no, they're all just there just to help Arya get those skills to kill the Night King.
That she never used.
She never used again.
Yeah, I mean,
So.
I think the only thing she really used the faceless man trick to do was when she killed Walder Frey. And like when she killed was it Sir Maren Trant? I think no, it was Sir Maren Trant.
I forget his name. The dude that was with the younger girls.
Yeah, when he was he was at the brothel.
Yeah,
that might have been Sir Maren Trant because Ellen Payne was the one that cut her daddy's head.
Okay.
Yeah, so it might have been Sir Maren Trant.
Yeah, I don't know, man, but it's gone. Game of Thrones has ended. So yeah, we
It was a good run, man.
It was a good run.
Of fun.
It was.
Sundays will never be the same.
Nah, Sundays came and went. Now it's like, dang, ain't nothing else really to watch. I gotta find a new show to watch on
Billions. Billions has been
I gotta check it out.
Yeah.
You keep talking about Billions. I gotta check it out.
Yeah, it's real good.
Yeah. So I know it's real world. It'll have me sci-fi if you like it. So check it out.
Absolutely. It's all about, you know what I'm saying, cutthroat money game. Let's get it. Financial district.
All right. I'm gonna check it out. You got anything else?
No, man. Just want to tell everybody out there, if you enjoy what you're watching, like, comment, subscribe, do all that good YouTube stuff.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you. We love
Share
it.
Yeah, share it. Send it to someone else. Make their day special.
Absolutely.
Watch in the mornings. Makes your coffee better.
Absolutely.
But I'm Nadir.
This kid.
And we are Games Music Life. This is the Games Music Life podcast, episode 167. Drink more water, people.
Peace.
Peace.